हेलो एंड वेलकम ऑल ऑफ यू द डिवाइन गेस्ट प्लेटफॉर्म में आप सभी का हार्दिक स्वागत है। आई होप मेरी वॉइस एंड वीडियो सभी को क्लियर है। ओके। सो आज के सेशन में बढ़ने से पहले सबसे पहले तो आप सभी लोग मुझे बता दीजिए, सांप सीढ़ी तो किस किसने कौन ऐसा है अच्छा सांप सीढ़ी के बारे में जिसने नहीं सुना। क्योंकि स्नेक्स और लैडर सांप सीढ़ी तो एक ऐसा गेम है, शायद बचपन से सभी खेल के ही बड़े हुए हैं। जब तक उसमें पूरा गेम कंप्लीट ना हो, आधे गेम बिगाड़ा ना हो, तब तक तो बचपन हमारा निकला ही नहीं है। ऑल द चाइल्डहुड मेमोरीज इंक्लूड स्नेक्स एंड लैडर्स गेम, राइट? सो द डिवाइन ग्रेस आज आपके लिए लेके आया है इसी के ऊपर सेशन, कैसे एक मोक्षपट बोर्ड, यस वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द मोक्षपट बोर्ड, व्हाट इट इज, क्यों मैं आज ये सांप सीढ़ी बोल रही हूँ, इसके बारे में जानेंगे। एंड दिस सेशन विल बी इन इंग्लिश, सो देयर माइट बी अ कंफ्यूजन बिटवीन सम, किसी को अगर किसी भी चीज में प्रॉब्लम होती है, कंफ्यूजन होती है, यू कैन राइट इन द चैट कॉलम, वी विल हेल्प यू आउट। सो आज हम जानेंगे मोक्षपथ क्या है, मोक्षपथ के बारे में बहुत सारे जो है हिस्ट्री है, क्या एक्सप्लेनेशन है उसका, क्या सोल जर्नी को वो रिप्रेजेंट करता है। हॉरर यस इट इज ऑल्सो रिलेटेड विद हॉरर, ये सारी चीजें जानेंगे। प्लस एंड में एट द एंड ऑफ द सेशन हम लोग रीडिंग्स भी करेंगे फॉर फ्यू पार्टिसिपेंट्स, वी विल बी टेकिंग 5 रीडिंग्स, so that will be after the session, in the end of the session, stay tuned for that also. So let us get started, और मैं वेलकम करना चाहूंगी न्यूमरोलॉजिस्ट, टैरो कार्ड रीडर, हीलर एंड मेंटर सोनल मैम। सो आई होप मैम की वॉइस एंड वीडियो सभी को क्लियर है। सो मैम लेट अस गेट स्टार्टेड।
Good evening, everybody. Can you hear me?
यस मैम, लाउड एंड क्लियर।
Awesome. Lovely. So, before we begin, as Prachi ji, thank you for having me here, first of all. और जैसे आपने कहा कि सांप सीढ़ी सबने बचपन में खेला है, and the worst part of it, if all of you all remember, was just when you're reaching the end of the game, there is a snake which pulls you down right to the bottom. जिंदगी ऐसी ही है, हम सोचते हैं we have reached a particular level in life and then something happens and we are dropped back down. So tell me, how many of you have heard about Mokshpat? अब चैट में लिखिए, किसी ने सुना है मोक्षपट के बारे में, किसी ने सीखा है, पहले जाना है, रीडिंग करवाया है किसी ने? यस, नो, नेवर, पता है। ऑल राइट, ओके, सो ग्रेट। I'm going to give you the basic understanding कि मोक्षपट है क्या एक्चुअली, वो हमें कैसे लाइफ में हेल्प करता है, how it helps us evolve, grow and understand ourselves. I will try to speak Hindi, English as far as possible, but maximum would be in English. If you don't understand, please ask me. I will try to clarify in Hindi. So, uh, Mokshpat is like your tarot reading, runes, astrology, numerology. Usi tarah se Mokshpat is also a very divine methodology, which kind of gives you a little bit of understanding of your past, present, and your future. What exactly does Mokshpat mean? Mokshpat is a combination of two words, Moksh or Pat. मोक्ष मतलब निर्वाण, या तो हम कह सकते हैं कि फ्रीडम फ्रॉम द साइकिल ऑफ बर्थ एंड रीबर्थ, दैट इज नोन एज मोक्ष। और पट का मतलब है आइदर इट इज द पाथ विच टेक्स अस टुवर्ड्स मोक्ष, और पट ऑल्सो मीन्स जब व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट एंशिएंट इंडिया एंड द सेजेस, दे यूज्ड टू हैव दिस, जो शतरंज होता था या उनके जो बाकी के गेम्स होते थे, दे यूज्ड टू बी ऑन अ पीस ऑफ फैब्रिक. At that point of time, there was no paper, no pen, nothing. Kapde ke upar, they used to have these figures, they used to have letters, names, whatever it was written on a piece of fabric, which was known as pat. So Mokshpat is basically a combination of these two words, Nirvan, and the road which leads us to Nirvan. Now, when I talk about uh, Mokshpat, it is a very ancient Vedic science, the roots of which are in our scriptures. It is based on the Vedas, the Purans, and the Upanishads. It also is based on the principle of karma and dharma in our lives. सबसे पहले थोड़ी हिस्ट्री जान लेते हैं मोक्षपट के बारे में कि who created the मोक्षपट and why it was created. It is believed that in the 13th century there was this one महर्षि ज्ञानदेव जी जिन्होंने ये मोक्षपट क्रिएट किया उनके disciples के लिए, and from there a lot of other cultures adapted mokshpat over a period of time. There is mention of mokshpat in Jainism, in Buddhism, in Christianity, in Islam also. So it is not an unknown aspect of our ancient history, and as we all know, Indian culture and history is the most treasurable and very strong. So when we talk about Mokshpat, it takes us back to those times, in the times of the rishis and the sages. At that point of time, the original Mokshpat was created on a piece of fabric, but there were probably more than 100 boxes of the game in the Mokshpat. But it was either destroyed or lost during the British era. And if you go to see, the game of snakes and ladders has been brought to India by the British. So they have created the game Snakes and Ladders based on our Mokshpat. So when it was lost in that period of time, there were a couple of years that nobody knew anything about Mokshpat until very recently it was again discovered by somebody, and we are not sure who that person is who actually discovered in bits and pieces and recreated the Mokshpat board. In the Mokshpat board that we use today, there are 72 boxes. Each box has a name to it, it has a number to it, and each box has its own energy, its own vices, as well as its own values. Let me show you the Mokshpat board once again. Okay, you can see now there are 72 boxes. Can you see that? Okay, so each box has different names and numbers, and there are obviously snakes and ladders, where upon the snakes are the vices which bring you down in life, and the ladders are your virtues which take you ahead in your life. Now, as I mentioned earlier, that mokshpat is a combination of two words, moksh and pat, which means a path to end the cycle of birth and rebirth and attain moksha or nirvan after our death. But what do we know about what happens to us after our death? Does anybody know? No, we don't know. But what we do know is that our souls basically are immortal. After we die, the soul leaves our body and is reborn in another body in another form. Now, this, as human beings, we do not remember what has happened in our past lives, nor do we know what is going to happen in our next life, correct? But what we do know and what is in our control today is this lifetime that we are living. We have control over our life today. We have control to create the life that we desire in this lifetime. We have the power of free will. At every step in our life, at every phase in our life, when we face challenges, when we face blockages in our life, when things are difficult in our life, we always have the free will to choose a path which is going to be the right path for us. Very often, we do not know which is the right path. We are confused. So, what happens then? We may end up taking the wrong path. We may end up creating wrong karmas or wrong dharmas. And this cycle of life and rebirth will go on continuing, and the moksha will be far away from us, right? So, this is where the Mokshpat board comes to our help. Um, let me ask you something. I want all of you to write your answers in the chat box, okay? Please speak in Hindi. Okay, I will try. Mixed combination करती हूँ मैं. मुझे बताइए कि जिंदगी में आप सब ने कहीं ना कहीं कभी ना कभी ऐसे लोगों को मिले हैं या ऐसी कंपनी में थे जो they were they kind of misguided you. They took you towards the wrong path in life sometimes without you realizing it. Yes or no? Please, I would appreciate if all of you all write the answer so that I can understand and explain. Yes, no, yes, no, yes. Okay. Next question. Do you think that when we are greedy या envious, तो वो हमें एक vicious cycle में फंस के रखती है? ग्रीड और जेलसी कहो या envy कहो. Yes or no? Jealousy, envious, yes, okay. अच्छा, और एक बात बताइए कि अगर हमारे हैबिट्स अच्छे हो, हमारी सोच अच्छी हो, हमारा जो डे टू डे लाइफ स्टाइल है, हमारा लोगों के साथ जो व्यवहार है वो अगर अच्छा हो, हैबिट्स अच्छी हो, लाइफ स्टाइल अच्छी हो, तो ऑटोमेटिकली उसका असर हम पे अच्छा पड़ेगा. यस और नो? हमारी जिंदगी पे, हमारी हेल्थ पे, हमारी लाइफ पे, हमारे रिलेशनशिप पे, सब पे. Yes, 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 everybody is writing. Correct. Okay. Last question I'm going to ask you is, do you believe that all of us need to connect with our inner self? हमारी अंतर आत्मा से हमें connect करने की जरूरत है in order to create what we want in our life. जब तक हम अपनी अंतरात्मा से कनेक्ट नहीं होंगे, जब तक हमें पता नहीं होगा हमें क्या चाहिए, हम वो हासिल नहीं कर पाएंगे. राइट? Awesome, lovely. So most of you have written yes for all the questions. So I can say that we all agree to the statements above, correct? Now, this is where the 72 boxes of the Mokshpat board helps us connect with our inner self. It helps us create a life of our choice and our desire. When I say these 72 boxes, they represent our state of being. A state of being means जो हमारी एनर्जी है, जो हमारे वाइब्रेशंस है इस समय पे. अगर मैं किसी की रीडिंग करूं तो उस समय पे उस इंसान की वाइब्रेशंस क्या है, उसकी एनर्जी क्या है, वो हमें मोक्षपथ बोर्ड बताता है. राइट? सो these 72 boxes which represent our emotions and virtues, अगर मैं कहूं कि हम हमेशा एक जगह पे या एक सोच में या एक इमोशन में नहीं जीते हैं, जैसे सर्कमस्टेंसेस चेंज होते हैं, जैसे हमारे अलग अलग रिलेशंस के साथ हमारा व्यवहार अलग होता है, हमारे इमोशंस अलग होते हैं. इट इज ऑल्सो पॉसिबल दैट एट वन पर्टिकुलर टाइम वी आर इन टू इमोशंस. लाइक जैसे अगर हम अभी बैठे हैं, my emotion is of sharing my knowledge with all of you. At the same time, maybe at the back of my mind I'm thinking, अच्छा क्लास खत्म होगी तो मुझे खाना क्या पकाना है. I'm in two states of mind, correct? In two energies. आप भी दो एनर्जीज में, तीन एनर्जीज में हो सकते हैं. शाम हो गई, बच्चे आएंगे, खेल के आएंगे, ट्यूशंस में आएंगे, उनको नाश्ता देना है, क्लास अटेंड करना है, समझना है क्या है मोक्ष मोक्षपट क्या है वो समझना है. तो automatically our energies keep changing, our vibrations keep changing, going up and down. And these constantly changing emotions and vibrations, they impact our life in either a positive way or a negative way. जो हमारे इमोशंस है वो ऑब्वियसली हमें असर करेंगे. अगर इमोशंस और वाइब्रेशंस पॉजिटिव है तो उसका पॉजिटिव असर होगा हम पे, अगर वो नेगेटिव है तो उसका नेगेटिव असर होगा हम पे. तो let us say for example, सुनीता जी यहाँ पे जो है, she is greedy for power, okay? She wants power and she does everything possible to get power. पावर उन्हें मिल गया. अभी दो चीजें हो सकती है. जब ये पावर मिल गया उन्हें, तो वो क्या करेंगे? एक तो शायद वो पावर सबकी भलाई के लिए यूज करेंगे, फॉर द बेटरमेंट ऑफ द पीपल अराउंड हर, फॉर द बेटरमेंट ऑफ द सोसाइटी, फॉर द बेटरमेंट ऑफ द एनवायरमेंट, फॉर द बेटरमेंट ऑफ द एनिमल्स. Whatever her intention is, she will use it judicially. She will use it with the intention of creating a positive impact in society. So what happens now? Does this power become a positive energy or a negative energy for Sunita ji at this point of time? Quickly tell me in the chat box, is it positive or negative? No answers? Positive? Yes. Right? Correct. Now let's take the second example. Same Sunita ji, same power. But she uses that power for her personal benefit only. She uses that power to make money for herself. Making money is not wrong, but making money ethically is different and unethically. So she uses the power to unethically use her power to create abundance and wealth in her life. और in that process किसी और को उससे नुकसान हो, किसी और को वो हर्ट कर रही है, किसी और को वो धोखा दे रही है, she is not bothered about that. All she is interested in कि मुझे पावर चाहिए, मुझे पैसा चाहिए, मुझे इज्जत चाहिए, मुझे स्टेटस चाहिए, मुझे नाम चाहिए, बाकी सब लोग का क्या हो, I don't care. Now that is the negative impact that is created with the same box of greed. So in Mokshpat, every box has its positive and negative. And how we use our emotions, our vibrations, our energy depends on us. And if we are in a mind of confusion, in a state of confusion, the Mokshpat board will guide you. It will tell you you are in this particular phase of your energy and this is creating a problem in your life. And along with telling you that it is a problem in your life, it will also tell you how to overcome your problem. आप उस प्रॉब्लम से, उस चैलेंज से कैसे बाहर आ सकते हैं. अगर आपका ये नेगेटिव इमोशन है, तो वो नेगेटिव इमोशन आपको कैसे बाहर निकालना है अपने से, उसको कैसे कन्वर्ट करना है पॉजिटिविटी में. That is where the Mokshpat board helps us. So along, let's go back to when I said that Maharishi Gyandev ji created the मोक्षपट बोर्ड. अभी उन्होंने ये मोक्षपट बोर्ड किस लिए क्रिएट किया? मोक्षपट बोर्ड इसलिए क्रिएट किया, उनका जो गुरुकुल था, एंड इन दैट गुरुकुल उनके जो डिसाइपल्स थे, इन ऑर्डर टू टीच देम जो हमारे स्क्रिप्चर्स है उसको स्टडी करना, उसे अंडरस्टैंड करना, उसे समझना, जैसे कि वेदास, द पुराण, द उपनिषद्स, एज वेल एज द प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ कर्मा एंड धर्मा. In order to teach all of this to his students, he created the Mokshpat board so that the understanding and the learning would become easier and more interesting. तो वो कैसे होता था? जो मोक्षपट बोर्ड रहता था उनका, the students would roll the dice और जिस भी बॉक्स में वो आते थे, that box would show the उनकी जो करंट एनर्जी थी उस समय पे वो दर्शाता था. अगर समझो कि वो नेगेटिव बॉक्स आया, जैसे कि समझो एंगर पे आया उनका, तो जब तक वो नेगेटिव इमोशन, नेगेटिव वाइब्रेशन को ओवरकम नहीं करते, ट्रांसेंड नहीं करते, तब तक वो गेम में आगे नहीं बढ़ते. सो दिस वाज लाइक अ टीचिंग टू द स्टूडेंट्स कि ये जो इमोशंस है उसे कैसे हमें ओवरकम करना है, ये गलत है, ये सही है. In those times, and that is even relevant today, the Vedas taught us how we are supposed to live our lives, what are our karmas, what is our dharma. By dharma, I do not mean religion over here. When I say dharma, it means all of us have different roles that we play in our lives. We are either wives, we are sister, mother, student, teacher, friend. हर एक रिलेशनशिप में हमारे अलग अलग रोल्स होते हैं, तो वो रोल 100% ऑथेंटिकली प्ले करना इज धर्म. As a mentor today, it is my dharma to give you the right knowledge. As a student, it is your dharma to listen to me and try to understand what I am saying. So that is dharma. So the Vedas, the Purans, all हमारे जो भी scriptures say, they were very, very clear as to how every individual should live their lives. And to a large extent, in today's times, also after so many years, the basic principles of karma and dharma do not change. Do they change? क्या कर्मा चेंज हो गए? जो गलत थे कर्मा, वो गलत ही है आज भी. उस टाइम पे जो गलत था वो आज भी गलत है, राइट? So the Mokshapattam board, although it is so many centuries old, उसकी जो vibrations है, उसकी जो energy है, वो आज भी, it is very, very relevant in our times today. So what the Mokshapattam board teaches us कि it helps us to understand our energy at that current point of time. It helps us understand कि हम कौन से challenges हैं या हमारी life में कौन से blockages है. अगर आप कहोगे कि मेरा business नहीं बढ़ रहा है, it is stagnant, तो वो क्यों नहीं बढ़ रहा है? आपको क्या करना है उसे आगे ले जाने के लिए? अगर आप कहोगे कि मेरी हेल्थ बहुत खराब है, बहुत टाइम से वो गड़बड़ हो रही है, मेरे पैर नहीं चल रहे, मेरा शोल्डर दुख रहा है, so again the Mokshapad will tell you why that is happening and what you need to do to change that situation. That is one part of Mokshapad board, and basically it also teaches us to create a balance between the good and the bad, the positive and the negative, along with detachment. अभी डिटैचमेंट मतलब क्या? डिटैचमेंट मीन्स नो अटैचमेंट. When I say no attachment, it does not mean कि no attachment with our relationships. When I say no attachment, it means कि अगर समझो कि उपासना जी है यहाँ पे, उनको अगर एक समझो किसी ने एक रेड फरारी गिफ्ट कर दी, ठीक है, हाँ स्माइल आ गई फेस पे. So she will be extremely happy, she will be extremely appreciative of that gift and she will be grateful for it. पर समझो उपासना जी को नहीं मिली और पूर्णिमा जी को मिली, तो उपासना जी will not feel bad, she will not feel hurt, she will not be jealous, she will not be envious. तो क्या हुआ कि अगर जो हमें मिलता है हम ग्रेटिट्यूड से उसको एक्सेप्ट करते हैं, खुशी से उसको एक्सेप्ट करते हैं, and we are grateful for what we have. But we are not unhappy. We are not complaining about the things that we don't have in our life. That is what Mokshapad board teaches us. The very important aspect in life, whether Mokshapad teaches us or not, in general, I'm sure we all know. The most important thing is to be grateful for everything in your life and everybody in your life, because every individual who comes into our lives, whether they come for a short period or a long period, वो रिलेशनशिप अच्छा हो या बुरा हो, उसके साथ कुछ झगड़ा हुआ या उससे बहुत अच्छी दोस्ती हो गई, they all either come to teach us a lesson or they have come to learn something from us. और जब वो एक जो ऋणानुबंध कहते हैं उसको, वो जब खत्म होता है तो वो इंसान लाइफ में से चला जाता है. और कई बार हमें समझ में नहीं आता कि वो इंसान क्यों चला गया. वी काइंड ऑफ रिग्रेट और वी फील बैड और वी फील हर्ट, बट वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड कि दैट पीरियड वाज व्हाट दैट पर्सन वाज देयर, जो उसका जो पर्पस था आपकी लाइफ में या उसकी लाइफ में आपका जो पर्पस था, दैट हैज बीन कंप्लीटेड एंड दैट इज व्हाई दैट पर्सन इज गॉन फ्रॉम योर लाइफ. So all these teachings basically come from our scriptures, and that is what is depicted here in the Mokshapattam board. यहाँ तक सब क्लियर है? एब्सोल्युटली क्लियर? एनी क्वेश्चंस? नो क्वेश्चंस? ऑसम। तो let me give you another example of the Mokshpat board. Let's say that a person has a problem in a relationship and is asking questions to the Mokshpat board about how to overcome that problem. और उनका जो डाइस आता है वो आता है चैरिटी पे, बॉक्स ऑफ चैरिटी. नाउ व्हेन यू हियर द वर्ड चैरिटी, तो सबसे पहले दिमाग में क्या आता है? दान. किसी को दान करो, कुछ दान करो, कुछ पैसा दान करो, एटसेट्रा एटसेट्रा एटसेट्रा. बट हियर the box charity for this particular question on relationship means charity towards yourself. It is important first and foremost to accept yourself as you are, to allow yourself to make mistakes, to appreciate yourself, to not blame yourself, do not judge yourself, and very first importantly, practice self-love. This is what charity means in Mokshpat in this particular connection. It also means that apart from not being judgmental towards yourself, it is important that you do not judge the other person in your life. It is important that you accept that person, give that person space, try to understand that person. This is the give and take of very important in a relationship, and that is what the Mokshpat board is guiding you towards. So Mokshpat board basically is all about your self growth, your self understanding, understanding your inner self, and helping you achieve what you desire in your life. Today, supposing अगर पूर्णिमा जी है, वो कहेगी कि समझो वो हाउस वाइफ है, अभी कुछ काम नहीं कर रही है, पर शी बेसिकली वॉन्ट्स टू बी फाइनेंशियली इंडिपेंडेंट. उन्हें कुछ काम करना है जिससे वो अपने लिए इनकम जनरेट कर सके and do what she wants with that money. Now, in general, if you think, लोग बोलेंगे कि पर वो तो कुछ कर नहीं रही है, वो कैसे अपने आप को जनरेट कर सकती है इनकम फॉर herself? But the Mokshpat board over here will tell you how you can help yourself to fulfill your desire of becoming financially independent. It will not say, no, you cannot do it. Yes, you cannot do it now. But over a period of time, when you take certain steps, you do certain things, you take action, you work towards it, you will achieve what you desire in life and you will be able to fulfill your dreams. There is nothing that one cannot do in life. The problem is we do not know how to create what we want in our lives. We do not know where to go, what to do. हमेशा सेल्फ डाउट में रहते हैं. नहीं, मैं तो ये नहीं कर सकती, मैंने तो ये कभी किया ही नहीं है, मैं कैसे कर पाऊंगी? आई हैव नॉट स्टेप्ड आउट ऑफ द हाउस, हाउ कैन आई गो एंड वर्क समवेयर? मैंने तो कभी तक टुडे इफ आई हैव, समझो मैंने सब अलग अलग मोडालिटी सीख के मैं बैठ गई हूँ, और फिर मुझे दिमाग में आता है कि नहीं, मुझे सबसे अच्छी टीचर बनना है. पर फिर मेरा दिमाग कहेगा, अरे पर तुमने तो कभी कुछ सिखाया नहीं, तुमने किसी से बात नहीं की, हाउ आर यू गोइंग टू बिकम अ टीचर? So my self-doubt will say, no, I can't do it. I cannot face people on the screen. I cannot sit in front of the Zoom session. I cannot teach. लोग क्या बोलेंगे, क्या सोचेंगे, वो क्या मुझे पूछेंगे, मैं जवाब दे पाऊंगी कि नहीं दे पाऊंगी? इतने सारे नेगेटिव थॉट्स आते हैं दिमाग में that we just let go of what we want to do. And here, the Mokshpat board comes to you as your friend, your guide, and your philosopher, and shows you how you can achieve what you want in your life. Nothing is impossible. It just, all of us just need the proper guidance in our lives, which most of us lack. हम कभी किसी फ्रेंड को पूछते हैं, किसी रिलेटिव को पूछते हैं, वो हर इंसान अपनी सोच के हिसाब से हमें जवाब देंगे, बट दे डू नॉट नो what our energy is. They are talking as per their understanding and their energy, but that does not work for you. What will work for you are answers based on your energy. And who understands your energy? One is you yourself. And very often we ourselves do not understand which energy we are going through. And that is where the Mokshpat board will guide us. Okay, this is your energy today. You are in energy X. You have to reach energy Z. And this is your path to reach over there. That is where the Mokshpat board comes to our rescue. Uh, any questions still here? Any queries? कुछ आप पूछना चाहोगे? Is everything clear? Any no questions? अरे वाह, बहुत स्मार्ट है आप सब लोग, फटाफट समझ गए सब कुछ. Awesome. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you about two very, very interesting aspects about Mokshpat which no other modality has. The first one is your soul journey. What is the meaning of your soul journey? Is आपका जो soul है, आपकी जो आत्मा है, उस आत्मा की इस लाइफ टाइम की जर्नी के बारे में बताएगा, सोल जर्नी. सो इट मीन्स दैट सबसे पहले तो हमें ये समझना और एक्सेप्ट करना जरूरी है दैट वी आर ऑल डिवाइन सोल्स इन अ ह्यूमन एक्सपीरियंस. Am I right? Do you all agree with me? Show me a thumbs up, everybody. Great. So we are all divine souls. अभी ये soul हमारे मरने के बाद it will leave our body and go to another body and another form and will be reborn on this earth once again. Correct? Now, when it is reborn, it comes on this earth again in another form in order to experience the human life as well as to learn certain lessons which it did not learn in the previous life. Do you all agree with me what I'm saying? Yes? Great. So, when it is coming on this earth, जो lessons जो सीखना है इस लाइफ टाइम में, बट जब वो ह्यूमन बॉडी में आता है, initially in the initial few months as a baby, the baby remembers the past life. अगर आपने देखा है, I'm sure all of you all have witnessed it, the baby is basically कभी बिना किसी वजह रोते हैं, कभी नींद में हंसते हैं, खुश हो जाते हैं. Do you know why that happens? Anybody can tell me why it happens? Yes, Poonam ji, you can you write it down in the chat, please? या तो आप अनम्यूट कर दीजिए पूनम जी. पूर्णिमा जी, पूनम जी कौन था?
मैम
यस.
सुनीता गारोडिया हियर.
हाँ
मैम वो
जी.
बच्चे बच्चे क्यों हंसते हैं और क्यों करते हैं? बिकॉज दे आर, आई थिंक, अकॉर्डिंग टू व्हाट आई फील इज कि वो लोग अपना पास्ट लाइफ रिमेम्बर कर रहे हो या उनको कुछ आ रहा हो एंड वो हंसने का हो. कभी तो रोते भी तो है, कभी हंसते भी हैं, अपने डरते भी तो है ना, क्यों ये रो रहा है या क्यों रो रही है
करेक्ट.
या क्यों
करेक्ट.
हंस रही है ना.
एब्सोल्युटली
तो
राइट.
अपने ये सोचते
पॉजिटिव.
डेफिनेटली है मैम.
Correct. Perfectly. A lot of you have written the same answer in the chat box, I can see. So yes, the past life is what they remember.
मैम
And
एक
that is
क्वेश्चन
why,
आपको पूछूं?
can I finish this one thing and then can we do
श्योर
it?
श्योर मैम.
Yeah. Thanks. So, what was I saying? Huh. So we do not know what has happened in our past lives. We remember it only till we are babies. And once we start getting into this material world, our memories of the past life is lost. So when we talk about the soul coming back on earth, being reborn to learn lessons that it did not learn in the past life, how will it learn the lessons unless and until it knows what lessons it has to learn? Correct? Am I right? So how do we know which lessons we have to learn in this lifetime? I feel, oh, I am living a good life. I'm a good person. I have a perfect life. I'm a perfect human being. I don't need to learn any lessons. Is that right? ऐसा हो सकता है?
नहीं.
If there were no lessons to be learned, I would not be reborn over here. Correct? I would have attained moksha and I would be sitting up enjoying somewhere. God knows where, in which planet, which universe. So we are all here to learn certain lessons in our life. And in order to understand which lessons we have to learn, which lessons we have already learned till date in this lifetime, okay? We are talking about this lifetime, from the time we are born to the time we die. Now today, whatever age we are in, आज तक जो हमने lessons सीखे हैं, वो तो बात खत्म हो गई. You can't do anything about it. सीखे नहीं सीखे बात गई. पर इससे आगे की जो जिंदगी है, उसमें जो लेसन्स हमें सीखने हैं, उस पे तो हम काम कर सकते हैं ना. In order to improve ourselves, improve our life, to understand ourselves better, to understand our family and friends better, and be a better human being. If all of us work towards being better human beings, as a ripple effect, क्या होगा? मैं अच्छी हो गई, आप अच्छे हो गए, आपने किसी और को सिखाया ये. Ultimately, that ripple effect will spread in the entire universe, and that is what the universe needs today. See the state of the entire world. Is it something that you are happy with today? If you were a young lady and you were thinking of having a baby, wouldn't it scare you कि अगर मेरा बच्चा इस समय इस दुनिया में आएगा, what is his life going to be like? What is his future going to be like? Thinking about the current scenario in the entire world, it is a scary situation today if you go to see everywhere. And it is our duty to at least first work on ourselves, to make ourselves better, to grow, and then automatically the people who are attracted towards us will also have that same effect. Your aura will reflect on them also. So this is what your soul journey is about. Soul journey will also tell you about whatever positive and negative phases that are going to be coming in your life ahead. Positive phases, there is no issue. If there are negative phases, it will also tell you how to overcome that negative phase. I earlier said we are born with free will to choose the path that we want in life. So अगर समझो मैं कहूँ कि किसी की सोल जर्नी में लिखा है कि वो अपना समझो एक स्टूडेंट है, and I see that in the soul journey there is a drop in his education, गैप है उसमें. तो क्या वो एक पत्थर की लकीर बन गई कि वो इंसान फेल होगा, वो ड्रॉप होगा, उसकी जिंदगी बर्बाद हो जाएगी? Is that what will happen? No. We have the choice to create a future, to change the future. If that student puts in the hard work, studies, tuitions किया, classes किए, पढ़ाई की, जो चाहे वो जितना मेहनत करेगा अगर वो, तो he will definitely pass and move ahead in life. So when people say कि oh this is your future, ये negative phase है, उसमें तो आपका business ठप हो जाएगा, आपकी health में issues हो जाएंगे, आप ये नहीं कर पाओगे, आप वो नहीं कर पाओगे, but that is not the ultimate. We have the power to change that probable future. Why do I say probable? Because we have the power to change it, right? And this is where your soul journey comes to our help to tell us, okay, this is what might happen in the future, and this is how you can change it by doing this. So is that helpful or not helpful? Tell me. Does this sound interesting? Does this sound intriguing? You think your life becomes better when you know कि okay ये होने वाला है और ये उसको ऐसे हम change कर सकते हैं. And remember,
Yes,
here
ma'am.
we are talking about the energy of the soul. When we talk about astrology or numerology, they talk about the person, or even tarot, they talk about the person as an individual energy. Here, Mokshpat talks about the energy of your soul. That is the biggest difference between the other modalities and Mokshpat. सुनीता जी, आप कुछ पूछना चाहते थे, आप बताइए.
मैम वो तो मैं क्वेश्चन भूल गई, पर इट्स ओके मैम, ठीक
I'm
है ना.
sorry.
पर नो नो नो, इट्स ओके, इट्स परफेक्टली ओके मैम. पर ये बहुत अच्छा लगा, मतलब जो आप जो बता रहे हो मोक्ष पट के बारे में, जो
जी.
ये सोल जर्नी है और सब है, और हम क्यों बॉर्न हुए हैं, और क्यों हम, यू नो, वॉट एवर यू हैव सेड इज वेरी गुड एंड वेरी नाइस एंड वेरी, आई मीन वेरी इंक्विजिटिव बनाता है लोगों को कि व्हाई आई
Thank
नीड टू
you.
ask this kind of things, you know, and why things are happening to me. Like I
Correct.
want to give you an example of myself only.
I'll give you
Like,
a chance later, ma'am. Let me
yes,
finish
ma'am.
what is there.
Done.
नहीं तो वो रह जाएगा थोड़ा.
I
है
know,
ना?
ma'am.
बाद में बात करेंगे और रीडिंग भी करेंगे.
Definitely,
Yeah?
definitely, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you so
thank you,
much.
ma'am.
Yeah. So this was the soul journey. Now the next very important and interesting aspect of Mokshpat is the astrological reading. जैसे एस्ट्रोलॉजी में देर आर 12 हाउसेस, सबको पता होगा. हर एक हाउस इज depicts a particular aspect of our lives, relationship, business, family, this, that, and the other, based on our time of birth, place of birth, and the position of the planets. Correct? The same thing can be achieved through the Mokshpat board, but here we do not need your time of birth, your date of birth, or the planetary positions. It is entirely based on your energy and your soul's energy that the astrological reading is done. The astrological reading can be done for a month. It can be done on a quarterly basis, मतलब 3 महीने के लिए, या तो 6 महीने के लिए, या तो एक पूरे साल के लिए. और इस एस्ट्रोलॉजिकल रीडिंग में भी अगर कोई नेगेटिव रीडिंग आती है, तो अगेन द मोक्षपट बोर्ड विल गाइड यू कि इस नेगेटिव फेज जो है, या जो आपकी लाइफ में ब्लॉकेज आने वाला है, या जो चैलेंज है, उसको आप कैसे ओवरकम कर सकते हो. सो देर आर innumerable ways in which the Mokshpat board helps you in a day-to-day life also. And this is what only the Mokshpat board gives us. No other modality can give you these two things. And these are so very important in order to understand yourself, to grow, and to become a better human being. And also, I would say it helps us in two aspects. One is the personal aspect, and one is the professional aspect. Personally, आप लोगों को जो बताया मैंने, it helps you understand yourself better. It helps you understand what is your inner energy. किस फेज में हो, किस वाइब्रेशन में हो इस समय पे, उस वाइब्रेशन का आप पे क्या असर हो रहा है इस टाइम पे, आपके वाइब्रेशन की वजह से आपकी लाइफ में क्या चैलेंजेस, क्या ब्लॉकेजेस आ रहे हैं. जैसे मैंने कहा कि अगर किसी का बिजनेस नहीं चल रहा है और वो पूछेगा कि बाबा व्हाई इज दिस हैपनिंग टू मी, the Mokshpat board will give an answer कि these are the energies that is blocking your growth as in your business, or the growth of your business. If somebody's health is not good, Mokshpat board will guide you कि where you're going wrong. Either your diet is wrong, or you're not exercising, or you're mentally too stressed, which is affecting your physical body. Because we all know that the main culprit is here. और उसका जो असर होता है वो बॉडी पे, इन द एंड इट शोज in the body. First, it starts affecting you internally in so many different ways. Another very important thing about Mokshpat is that it is also related to all our chakras. Are you all aware about chakras? Chakras के बारे में सब जानते हैं? So Mokshpat board, and there are like 8 rows in the Mokshpat board, and the 7 chakras play a very important role in the reading of the Mokshpat board. So coming to the benefits of Mokshpat. Personally, as I said, it helps you understand yourself better. It helps you grow. It helps you understand your challenges and blockages. It gives you the solutions. And it also, like tarot, हम उसे रोज डाइस फेंक के we can understand and ask the question कि बाबा आज what do I need to learn today in my entire day, or what do I need to be careful about today, or what is the energy of the day today, what do I need to know about today. It's a daily guidance which a lot of us do it on a daily basis every morning. Ask the board, what is the energy, what do I need to be careful about, what do I need to do to become a better person today? How can I do this and how can I do that? Ask questions. And then, of course, as I said, the soul journey and the astrological journey. Coming to the professional advantages, it can become an excellent source of income. Obviously, when you become a Mokshpat reader, you generate income for yourself. Those who are already into healing, or those who are already doing numerology or are astrologers, or probably even Reiki. I myself am a Reiki grandmaster. I am a numerologist. I do tarot reading, numerology, all of these. Astrology, no, not yet. So, how will it help you become better in that, or how does it complement or supplement you in that? Let's say, for example, you are a Reiki healer. With Reiki, you understand कि okay, there are certain blockages in your physical body. But with Mokshpat, when you try to do the reading with the Mokshpat, you will understand the root cause of the physical ailment. The physical ailment is basically just a symptom. Am I right? It is not the problem. It is a symptom, and the problem is somewhere deeply rooted within our conscious mind, a subconscious mind. It could be from the ancestors, it could be intergenerational. कहाँ से problems अंदर है, we don't even know about it. And that is where you can use the guidance from the Mokshpat board to understand ki root cause kya hai. And then obviously your healing is more effective because you will be treating the root cause and not the physical symptom of what that person is suffering from. This is how your professionally the Mokshpat board is going to help. I think I'm done with what I had to explain about Mokshpat. So now if anybody wants to say something, understand something, please feel free. You can unmute yourself and talk one by one. Hand raise कीजिए, then I will ask. I cannot see everybody. Yes, Purnima ji. You can unmute yourself.
I had a question. If you're using it professionally,
Ji.
how often can you call your patient or client or whoever it is?
See, it depends on the problem. Abhi, when we talk about Mokshpat as a guide, ये प्रॉब्लम अगर कोई इंसान लेके आता है तो वो प्रॉब्लम को रिजॉल्व करने के लिए आप रीडिंग करोगे और कुछ रेमेडीज दोगे. यू हैव टू गिव दैट पर्सन टाइम टू चेंज हिज एनर्जी. एक इश्यू के लिए एटलीस्ट 3 महीने तो देने होंगे फॉर द पर्सन टू वर्क ऑन हिमसेल्फ, डिपेंडिंग हाउ सीरियस द प्रॉब्लम इज. अगर छोटा कोई प्रॉब्लम है तो वो हफ्ते, 10 दिन, 15 दिन में हो सकता है. थोड़ा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड हो तो 3 महीने, 6 महीने भी लग सकते हैं. But because here we are talking about the energy of the person.
Yes.
You're not talking about the outer problem that is there which can be changed. It is
Yes.
within you that you have to change yourself, correct? तो वो
Yes.
थोड़ा समय लगता है, depending on what it is. So 3 months, 6 months, depending on the question. There is no fixed rule for reading. कभी भी हो सकता है. पर एक मतलब अब आपने बोला कि अच्छा ये प्रॉब्लम है मुझे और वही प्रॉब्लम लेके वो इंसान एक हफ्ते में वापस आ गया, तो उसका कोई मतलब नहीं है, बिकॉज यू हैव टू गिव इट टाइम. ठीक
Okay.
है.
Thank you.
वेलकम. यस, सुनीता जी.
हाँ मैम, जैसे आपने बताया कि
हाँ.
हम आते हैं इस लाइफ में, कुछ मतलब कार्मिक होते हैं रिलेशंस, और मतलब जैसे हम एक दूसरे से सीखते हैं या वट एवर, आई मीन हाउ एवर इट इज, मतलब हम
राइट.
क्यों जन्म लेते हैं, बिकॉज ऑफ दैट ओनली, राइट? तो
हाँ.
अगर हमें कोई ये बोलता है, जैसे मेरी मॉम ने मुझे अभी फ्यू डेज पहले बोला कि मैं इतनी फॉर्चुनेट हूँ, मेरी मुझे तुझे जैसी बेटी मुझे मिली. I mean, I was so, I mean, amazed. I was, wow, my mom telling me something like that, you know, like,
हम्म.
you know, मैं जब तू जन्मी थी तब मुझे लगा था, अरे मुझे मतलब हम मेरे ऑलरेडी 3 बच्चे हैं, यू आर द फोर्थ वन एंड ऑल दैट, she had that thought.
हम्म.
But she's
हम्म.
telling today, I mean, few days back, she told me this. So I was like, Mama, this is all karmas, you know, I had to born to you, so that there must be some karmic relations or whatever it
ट्रू.
is.
ट्रू.
I mean, this is. अच्छा, तो आप मुझे इसमें बताइए, जैसे जैसे मेरी मतलब पूरी ये जो मोक्ष पाठ है, इसमें क्या हमारी पूरी लाइफ हम देख सकते हैं कि क्या है ये एक्चुअली, मतलब कैसे
ला,
वर्क करता है
ला,
ये?
नो, इट विल टेल यू. जो सोल जर्नी है,
हाँ.
it will tell you about the lessons that you have learned in the past. It talks about the soul. Doesn't talk about you, it talks about the soul, correct?
या.
तो
या.
आपके सोल ने इस लाइफ टाइम में आज तक कौन से लेसन्स सीखे हैं, कौन से सीखने बाकी हैं. That is what it will tell you. It cannot tell you the entire life that you have led. What is important over here is the lessons that we have come to learn. The soul has come to learn lessons. So it will focus on your soul. It will not talk about the good things or the bad things. As a person, Sunita Garodia, it will talk about the soul, कि ये soul ने okay ये lesson सीख के वो आगे बढ़े हैं, वो soul ने ये lesson शायद नहीं सीखा है आज तक और आगे ये lesson सीखना है. That is what it will tell you about. But it will tell you about your energies, it will tell you about your challenges, it will tell you about your blockages, depending on how you question it. The more you use the board, the more you understand the boxes, the more you will start resonating and understanding where you are, what you're doing, what you need to do. It's like, that connection starts building with the board. And that will give you answers to anything and everything that you need to understand about yourself.
तो मैम, ये हमारी क्या एज पर भी रिलेटेड है? जैसे ये 72 बॉक्सेस, दीज आर 72 बॉक्सेस, राइट? So is it related to our age also?
No.
No.
Even if you are 72, you might still be in the bottom row, depending where your energy is. And as I said, energies keep changing.
Yeah.
So you can keep going up and down in the box anywhere, right? As I said, जो snakes and ladders game में end तक पहुंच के जो गिर जाते थे हम, लाइफ में भी वही होता है. We think, okay, we have achieved so much, we've reached, like, we are so close to moksha, but something somewhere goes wrong and we fall down.
Right.
It has nothing to do with the age.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
just your energy, where you are, where your soul is, how evolved or how much your soul has grown, how much it has learned. It all depends on that.
So, ma'am, how we identify which souls are going to be benefiting us, or like which souls are teaching us the lessons? How would we come to know that?
That is your life experience that will make you understand. No? Mokshpat board will not tell you which soul. We are talking about your soul, not anybody else's soul. It's your
Yeah.
soul that we are talking about.
Right.
So the experience that you get in your life will tell you what is right, what is wrong, where you're going wrong, which person is right, which person is wrong.
Okay.
Right?
Right. 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 But I have learned a lot of lessons in this life.
We are all here to learn lessons.
I swear it. Thanks, ma'am. Something very
You're
new.
welcome.
Yeah,
You're
thanks.
welcome. Okay, Kanta ji. You can unmute yourself, please.
Yeah, hello ma'am. I
Hello.
want to ask one thing. इसके अंदर हम ऑरा रीडिंग या जैसे हम किसी का सामने का ऑरा भी चेक कर सकते हैं. We can check their chakras also.
नहीं. This is
Okay.
only about chakras में क्या किसी का चक्रस चेक नहीं कर सकते, पर जब आप किसी का रीडिंग करोगे तो ऑटोमेटिकली आपको पता चलेगा कि ये चक्र अफेक्टेड है, डिपेंडिंग ऑन द बोर्ड, ऑन द बॉक्स दैट दे लैंड ऑन.
Okay.
पर चक्र रीडिंग के लिए ये नहीं है.
Okay.
ठीक है.
Yeah, and one
यस.
thing more,
हाँ
and
जी.
one thing
हाँ
more
जी.
I want to ask. जैसे किसी की प्रॉब्लम का सोल्यूशन वो हम इससे दे पाएंगे. जैसे अगर कोई हमसे कुछ भी अपने रिलेशनशिप फाइनेंसेस के बारे में अगर इफ एनीवन इज आस्किंग, देन आर वी एबल टू गिव देम सेटिस्फैक्टरी आंसर?
एज आई सेड, इसमें जो रेमेडीज होती है फ्रॉम द मोक्षपट बोर्ड, व्हाट इज द मोक्षपट बोर्ड अबाउट इज योर सेल्फ, योर इनर सेल्फ एंड चेंजिंग योर एनर्जीज फ्रॉम विद इन. सो देर आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ रेमेडीज. एक तो वो इंसान को पहले सबसे पहले खुद पे काम करना पड़ेगा, जो गाइडेंस मोक्षपट बोर्ड देगी.
Okay.
सेकेंडली देर आर ऑल्सो, अगर आपने किसी और मोडालिटी सीखी है और आपको उसके जो रेमेडीज आप इसमें भी यूज कर सकते हैं.
Okay, and you will also
सपोजिंग
you will also
I will give a few, not too many, but main thing over here, the Mokshpat is remedies to work on yourself, on your inner self. That is the most important thing about Mokshpat. खुद को कैसे पहले सुधारना है. अगर मेरा रिलेशनशिप में प्रॉब्लम है तो ये अगर मोक्षपट बोर्ड का रीडिंग में करूं और आएगा बॉक्स एंगर पे, मतलब क्या हुआ, मुझ में बहुत ज्यादा एंगर है, ईगो है, मैं गुस्सा हो जाती हूँ, मैं चिल्लाती हूँ, गाली देती हूँ, कुछ भी हो सकता है. तो सबसे पहले तो क्या सॉल्व करना है, खुद को सॉल्व करना है, खुद का नेचर बदलना है, तो ही और कोई रेमेडी काम करेगी. जब तक मेरा गुस्सा नहीं जाएगा और आप समझो मुझे कुछ और रेमेडी दी कि ये करो या इस मंत्र को जाप करो या इस मंदिर में जाओ या ये क्रिस्टल पहनो, बट टिल आई डोंट चेंज माई नेचर ऑफ गेटिंग एंग्री, तो वो तो काम नहीं करेगा ना. सबसे पहले मुझे खुद पे काम करना है. सो दैट इज व्हाट द मोक्षपट बोर्ड विल गाइड यू, कि सबसे पहले तुम खुद पे काम करो एंड देन अलोंग विद दैट you work with the other remedies. Both things together gives you the solutions.
Okay, and we also we can also give them just like uh, any of the answer means within a distant person. If someone is sitting, then we can also.
Yes, absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
is there any level 1, 2 or anything, or this is the only perfect and fine?
The entire course, एक तो है जो ये बेसिक है मोक्षपट का, और that is the entire course actually. For now, this
Okay.
is it.
Yeah, that's the thing I want.
It's the whole
Thank
thing.
you.
Yeah, there are no levels in this. पूरा एक ही है.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. उपासना जी.
Ma'am, which form or the answers are the Mokshpat answers? Does it change according to the readers or like what?
No, it is dependent on basically the energy of the person. But if you are biased in any way, then that will reflect on your reading. So when we teach the course, we also teach you how you have to disconnect yourself, how you have to maintain your unbiased mind, how you have to, there are certain exercises and procedures which you have to follow so that your energy does not affect the reading.
Like readers in the sense, the ones who have done the astrology, numerology, and the panic healing and all the other modules, the one who have not done, they'll be having the variation in answering those answers.
Not at all. No, you don't need to know any other modality for this. अगर आप जानते हो तो that was an added benefit in certain ways. But for Mokshpat on its own, you don't need to know anything else. और जो चक्रस के बारे में जो basic information आपको जानना जरूरी है, that will be taught in the course itself.
So I want to know, is there, will be giving any answer, like example, citing examples of the reading and like how it's answered. We want to know that. What actually is the answer form?
That will learn in the course, but I will, as I said, do a reading, one question for 5 of the participants right now. But how to do the reading, it's an entire process which you will learn
That's
in the
okay.
course.
But we are eager to know what kind of questions are asked. Like, and
Sorry,
which
what
form
kind
is
of?
answered. Questions are asked, and which form does it answer? We just want to know about it.
See, you can ask yes or no questions. Will I get a job in the next 3 months? Kind of a question, which is not very empowering, I would say. Because supposing answer आया no, तो क्या करोगे आप? You will be feeling dejected and you will just sit down. But when you ask, okay, what can I do to get a job within the next 3 months? Then the Mokshpat board will give you the answer. Okay, this is what you need to work on. Got it? So yes or no answers are not very empowering. The questions are not very empowering. There is no, it's like a yes or no means black and white. And we do not live life in black and white, do we? Life is always shades about gray and colors. So a yes or no question is something that I do not really approve of unless it's something very basic, तो वो बात अलग है. But for little meaningful reading, then the questions have to, you'll also learn how you are supposed to ask the questions. Because you have to know the right method of, because unless you ask the right question, you will not get the right answer. As simple as that. Because based on your question, the Mokshpat board will give you the answer. Correct? So that is also a technique of asking questions. Yes. और कुछ उपासना जी? I hope I've cleared your doubts.
Yeah, I'll go for it. I'll see that. I'll see the examples first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Any questions?
Ma'am, can we move on to the readings because a few participants
Yes.
have another class at 7 o'clock?
Sure. चलिए. Uh, so, okay. Who wants to ask? Raise your hands, please. Okay, Pooja Jain was the first one. चलिए, Pooja ji.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Just give me a minute to set it up. 1 minute, please. So this is going to be one question, okay? I will answer one question for you. Hanji, tell me.
What would I need to know to grow better financially?
All right. Pooja, your box is fire,
Okay.
which means basically you need to put in a lot of effort and action into whatever you're doing. Are you doing anything? Are you working? Do you have a job? What is
I am a housewife. Side by side, I'm also practicing the occult science. So I'm
okay?
into it, but like I'm not more like on the financial side, like asking clients for money. I just do it.
Why are you not asking for money?
I'm asking for energy exchanges. It's not that like I am not asking them, but the thing is like I am not able to set up my online channel kind of and promote my business doing advertisement. I'm just
That is
pretty okay on
that is
that side.
exactly what the board is saying. See, it says fire. You need action. You need to bring in that energy within you to move ahead.
Okay.
You're a little laid back. You're not putting in enough effort to do what is required to generate that money. And you just said it that you're not, online setup
Yeah.
nahi ho raha hai and things like that. So
Yes.
you need to
Clients
work on that.
क्लाइंट्स अपने आप ही आ जाते हैं, एक से सुन के दूसरा अपने आप आ जाता है, बट मैं कुछ भी प्रमोशन ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं कर पाती.
So you need to, today it's the thing like जो दिखता है वो बिकता है. Unfortunately to say that, I feel very bad, but that is the reality today. So you have to put yourself out there. If you want people to know about you, you want to get more clients, you have to put yourself out, and you will have to put in the effort to go on social media and promote yourself. It's very important for all of us today. I also don't do it enough. I know it's difficult. It takes a lot of time and effort,
या
but
फॉर
one
मी
has
मतलब
to do.
मुझे वो व्हाट आई थिंक कि इसको बहुत ज्यादा बिजनेस नहीं बनाने का है. दिस इज
क्यों
लाइक
नहीं?
वेरी प्योर प्योर थिंग.
That is the biggest blockage that all healers and in occult have today. Being in occult does not mean you have to do free readings. It is today. It's a business of one sort. If you talk about pure energy today, when you talk about doctors, so they are the biggest people who are
Healers.
basically there to help people, right? But do they do anything for free?
नो
You go to a heart
नो
specialist, वो बोलेगा अच्छा नहीं बेचारी पूजा का हार्ट वीक है, मैं चलो फ्री में उसको दे देता हूँ. नहीं, he will charge you lakhs of rupees for that.
यस.
So you are helping people, you're using your knowledge, you're using your energy, and you have to take energy exchange. One other very important thing we all need to understand as healers, if we are all healers over here, when you heal anybody for free or when you read for free, you are creating a karmic connection, not connection, a debt, karmic debt with a person with whom you are doing the reading for free. तो अगले जन्म में उसे किसी तरह से तुम्हारे साथ जुड़ के वो डेट दूर करना पड़ेगा. We don't want to create more karmic debts. We already have born with lots of them. So don't do that. You are here to make money, and money for all of us is very important in today's times to live life. So it's not wrong to charge for whatever you're healing or reading or whatever it is. ठीक है? All right. Next one is Roshni. I would request everybody else to go on mute, please. Thank you. Yes, Roshni ji.
मुझे अपने बारे में
And
पूछना है.
good evening.
हेलो
आपका क्वेश्चन बताइए.
मैम, मुझे अपने करियर के बारे में पूछना है कि मुझे किस टाइप का करियर मुझे सूट करेगा ताकि मैं लॉन्ग रन में उसको.
सी मोक्षपट में ऐसे ऑप्शंस आपको देने पड़ेंगे कि मुझे ये करना चाहिए कि नहीं. मोक्षपट बोर्ड आपको नहीं बोलेगा कि आप डॉक्टर बनो, इंजीनियर बनो. अगर आप पूछोगे कि क्या मैं डॉक्टर बन सकती हूँ, तो वो हाँ या ना बताएगा आपको. सो व्हाट इज योर फर्स्ट प्रायोरिटी एज करियर? व्हाट वुड यू वांट टू डू?
स्टॉक स्टॉक में
सॉरी?
स्टॉक
Stock
इन
market.
स्टॉक.
So whether stock market is going to be profitable for you is what you are asking, correct? So what the board is saying, Roshni ji, is that if you have the right knowledge for it, if you have the right research and uh, understand the pros and cons of all the stocks that you're dealing with, deep knowledge, तो ही आप इसमें डेफिनेटली आगे बढ़ सकते हो. इट विल बी प्रॉफिटेबल फॉर यू, बट व्हाट इज इम्पोर्टेंट इज प्रॉपर नॉलेज. अगर बिना अच्छे नॉलेज के, बिना रिसर्च किए, विदाउट अंडरस्टैंडिंग एवरीथिंग अगर आप उसमें गए, तो वो डेफिनेटली फाइनेंशियल लॉसेस क्रिएट करेगा. सो इफ यू वांट टू गो इन फॉर दैट, be very clear that you know everything there is to know about it. और अगर आप में उतनी knowledge नहीं हो, then what you have to do is consult somebody who has that proper knowledge and then go ahead with it. ठीक है? All right. Savita ji.
Ma'am, may I ask?
Savita ji. Savita ji, unmute yourself, please. You're on mute, Savita ji.
जैसे अभी आपने अनम्यूट किया तो मेरे को अनम्यूट हुआ, ऐसे पहले
हाँ,
नहीं हो सकता था यार।
ओके,
अच्छा,
बोलिए।
मेरे को ये पूछने का था कि ये अगर मैं क्लास लूंगी तो मैं खुद सीख पाऊंगी या किसी का कर पाऊंगी क्या ये क्लास में?
आपकी आवाज टूट रही है सविता जी।
मैं बोलती हूँ कि ये क्लास अगर मैं करूंगी तो एकदम परफेक्ट हो जाऊंगी, लोगों का भला कर सकूंगी या नहीं कर सकूंगी ये क्लास से, मोक्ष पत्र से? मेरे को बहुत सीखने का शौक है बहुत। मैंने पहले भी सीखा पर मेरे दिमाग में गया ही नहीं है, पहले किसी और से सीखा है मैंने।
ये आप में इनबॉर्न है, सीख के किसी और को मतलब यूज करना, किसी की मदद करना, लाइफ में आगे बढ़ना, दैट इज पार्ट ऑफ योर बेसिक नेचर। तो अगर आप अच्छे से सीखोगे तो वो आप कर पाओगे।
अच्छा।
इट्स अ यस फॉर यू।
अच्छा,
या
तो मैं
ओके, वन
कौन से
लास्ट
इसमें
पर्सन। हाँ जी।
पॉकेट में या मैं टैरो कार्ड में
नहीं,
या मैं
मैंने
इसमें किस
मैंने
में ज्यादा
मोक्ष
अच्छा
पट
कर
के लिए,
पाऊंगी?
मोक्ष मोक्ष पट के लिए पूछा
अच्छा,
मैंने।
ओके ओके
हाँ,
ओके ओके, थैंक यू।
या ऑल राइट। ओके, वन लास्ट पर्सन नाउ। चलिए, सुनीता जी बताइए।
मैम अनम्यूट, अनम्यूट मी।
आई कैन हियर यू।
ओ ओके ग्रेट, ओके। मैम मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है, इट्स अबाउट मी ओनली, राइट? आई हैव टू
हाँ
आस्क,
जी,
राइट?
यस,
या,
यस।
so my question is that my children and my husband, all
हम्म,
three of them don't listen to me. I mean, they do
हम्म,
exactly what they want and
हम्म,
propose their things on me. Why this is
हम्म।
happening to
ये तो बहुत लंबा चौड़ा रीडिंग करना पड़ेगा, बट
me?
ask me something that is a shorter reading. This will, you will not get any answer in one
No?
dice. No.
Okay. What question do I have?
अच्छा, किसी और को ले लूं मैं?
हाँ मैम ले लो।
हाँ, अच्छा, कौन? who's there now? ओके, कांता जी बताइए, चलिए।
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, मेरा क्वेश्चन है कि I am dwelling in relationship issues with my husband, sometimes with
हाँ,
my children also. I don't know why.
हाँ,
I am doing
हाँ।
my from my best. मतलब I am doing from my side कि मैं best से best करूँ. But I don't know where is the loopholes and what is the thing that I am nagging.
ओके, what you are doing, Kanta ji, is you are not very vocal about what you want in the relationship with your family members. आप कोई पॉजिटिव एक्शन नहीं ले रहे हो टू काइंड ऑफ एक्सप्लेन टू देम दैट दिस इज व्हाट आई नीड फ्रॉम यू, दिस इज व्हाट आई एक्सपेक्ट फ्रॉम यू। जो भी हो रहा है आप चुपचाप देख रहे हो और बैठ गए हो। उस सिचुएशन को चेंज करने के लिए आप कुछ नहीं कर रहे हो।
मैम मैं कोशिश भी करती हूँ और बोलती हूँ तो इट टर्न्स इनटू फाइट। मतलब वो इतनी फाइट में हो जाता है कि मतलब जैसे हस्बैंड फिर 3 3 महीने बात नहीं करते। मतलब इट्स राइट नाउ 25 years और मुझे ऐसा लगता है जो सिचुएशन मेरी फर्स्ट डे थी वही सिचुएशन मेरी आज।
आपको सबसे पहले तो खुद को स्ट्रांग करना जरूरी है, टू बी एबल टू स्पीक एंड मेक थिंग्स वेरी क्लियर विथ योर रिलेशनशिप्स। कहीं ना कहीं आप में एक क्या कहते हैं कि एक एक फियर है इनसाइड,
यस,
विच इज स्टॉपिंग यू फ्रॉम saying what you actually need to say and doing what you need to do। और वो
बिकॉज आई
फियर को
एक्सपीरियंस्ड।
ओवरकम करना जरूरी है, वो एक माइंड में एक क्लैरिटी लाना जरूरी है कि ओके, दिस इज व्हाट आई वांट एंड दिस इज व्हाट आई नीड टू डू टू अचीव दैट। सबसे पहले तो वो क्लैरिटी लाना जरूरी है और फिर उसके लिए एक्शन लेना जरूरी है, जो
या
आप नहीं ले रहे हो।
बट एक दो बार मैं जैसे वोकल भी हुई थी तो माय हस्बैंड थ्रेट में कि दैट आई विल लीव यू एंड एक बार वो मुझे छोड़
वैसे
चुके हैं।
वोकल होने में भी क्या है कांता जी, कि देर आर वेज ऑफ बीइंग वोकल। अच्छे से भी हो सकता है, झगड़ा करके हो सकता है, ब्लैकमेल करके हो सकता है। तो यू हैव टू बी टैक्टफुल इन हाउ यू डील विद द सिचुएशन। सिचुएशन के हिसाब से हमें अपने आप को अडेप्ट करना जरूरी रहता है. At times you need to fight, at times you need to bow down, you need to maintain a balance and then create the environment that you need. इतना simple नहीं रहता है ना लाइफ में relationships maintain करना. It's a most difficult thing to maintain today in life. So थोड़ा एक clarity दिमाग में लाके थोड़ा सोच के आपको action लेने की जरूरत है. So all right people, I think we need to end our session here. Time bhi ho chuka hai. There is a next session that is going to be coming up right now. Thank you all very, very much for attending this and listening to me patiently. I hope I have been able to clear all your doubts and created a kind of an interest in Mokshpat.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Pranchi ji?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for the session, and thank you
My
so much
pleasure.
everybody for joining in. I know everyone will agree with me कि this is the best session on Mokshpat, and the clarity that everyone has got, even including me, is outstanding. So thank you so much everyone for joining in. Thank you so much, ma'am, for this session. So अभी
My
मिलते हैं
pleasure.
आप सभी
Thank
से
you.
7 o'clock in another session on rooms. See you there. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.